Around for 25 years. Here at QVC, we've had 58,000 QVC customers who have picked up what is called the Roomba. This model is called the 891. And just so you understand, they have 3 different types of vacuums. And it's like any other manufacturer. They kind of have a good, better, and best. They have their 600 series, they have their 800 series, and then the 900. Their 900 series is very expensive, and what they did for us was to take their elevated 8 series, first time we've ever had it with Wi-Fi capabilities, which is really cool because on your cell phone, you can now activate your vacuum from anywhere in the world. You can preset it so it has schedules where it'll clean every day for you. So you can come home, whether you've got hard floors, tile, linoleum, marble, hardwood floors, or carpeting, and your floors will be clean. Now, a price tag of under $400. By the way, this exact same vacuum can easily be considerably more money at its own manufacturer's website. This model was built for QVC. You won't find that beautiful champagne ring on it. And I want to point out, at $399.96, it's a real vacuum. A real vacuum. And I'll tell you why that's so significant. The vacuum sells at iRobot.com at $469.99. Do the math, 70 bucks. 70 bucks left in your pocket. So many of the quote robotic vacuums are actually robotic sweepers. And if you've ever tried to clean a floor with just a dustpan and a broom, you know you can't get all the dirt. There's always that demarcation, that line. This has suction power, and it actually cleans on 3 different levels. It can see dirt, and it can even hear dirt. It's crazy what this thing will do. I want to show you what the life of housekeeping will be in the near future. You aren't busting a sweat, are you, at all there, lady?
Oh, hey, Dan.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Yeah. You know what? This is kind of nice. Oh, by the way, I would never put my feet on the table at home. My wife would smack me. But we are vacuuming.
Absolutely. And I love how you said, wouldn't you like to come home every day and find your house clean? With iRobot and their Roomba, you can do just that. And I have enjoyed that luxury for the last year, and I really, really encourage you to try, because when it comes to not having to have that chore anymore,
Yep.
The iRobot has transformed the way we clean our home, and it's so easy to use. This one is a connected robot, as you mentioned. You can use an app from iRobot, or you can just push a clean button. But there's actually 3 different ways to activate this. As you see him going around my feet, you can download the app and push the big clean button. You can go right on your robot and push the clean button. Or if you happen to be connected with Alexa or one of those Google Homes, you can actually use that assistant to clean, and you don't even have to be home. This will clean when you are at work. This will clean when you're at the grocery store. This will clean when you're out running errands or with the kids. Just push the button and it's good to go.
It's amazing technology. This is Diana Irvine, by the way, busy mom, and a busy lady in general. So what this is doing is it's giving you back your time. Now, by the way, I was very much a Doubting Thomas, and I'm also the neat freak here at QVC. I do more of the cleaning programming than any other host. Kelly and I have 5 dogs at home. We live on a farm, and things are always dirty. I used to vacuum twice a day. Twice a day. This thing is amazing. Come with me, and I'll show you everything you need to get your floors vacuumed every single day. This is the iRobot Roomba.
Yes.
It's the 891 Wi-Fi, and it gives you cleaning capacity that is surprisingly big. And it all works with science that's different than your vacuum cleaner at home.
Right.
Because if you've got pets, if you've got girls with long hair, you all know that beater bar gets tangled. This uses a new form of suction and a new form of cleaning called Air Force.
Yes, and also this has our tangle-free dual multi-surface brushes. So what you'll see throughout this demonstration is that this has special brushes on the bottom that don't tangle, that actually break up the hair. They're actually bristleless brushes, which is amazing. And this then allows you to have a better clean, to have less maintenance, because you're not doing any kind of work on something like this, because it just doesn't happen with this technology. It has these great spring-loaded wheels, so it will transition over different thresholds, different types of flooring in your home. But the neat part about this is that it works in conjunction with the technology that iRobot, which by the way is a robotics company that has created a robot vacuum, not a vacuum company that's tried to create a cool
And there's
robot.
a big difference. And they are a company that has created robotics for industry, for medical applications, etc. And they are by far the leader in the industry. There's an organization called the NPD Retail Tracking Group. Last year, iRobot sold more units, generated more dollars in robotic vacuum sales than anybody else in the industry. They are the leaders. They also protect themselves with patents.
Yes.
So what you're going to see is incredible technology nobody else has. Now you're going to see on our floor, just for explanation, we are in a vast, huge set. If this were a house, just this room alone is about 3,000 square feet. So we've limited it by putting some little boxes here, because this thing knows when the walls are there, it knows when a stairwell is there. This demonstration is the one that convinced me that with pets at home, it would work.
And this is excellent for pets. We have 2 dogs, plus I have 3 daughters and myself. And what I have found with this
And
is
all
that,
are shedding.
And all are shedding. But what you want to know, and I know a lot of people have thought over the years that maybe a robotic vacuum is kind of gimmicky. And I would have thought that way too until I got to try them myself. And I encourage you to watch some of these demonstrations to see that this isn't just doing surface cleaning. This is digging deep. This is going down into the fibers of your carpet. And we're going to show you with 2 different demonstrations. One with obvious dirt. There's hair and paper clips and things on one side.
Right.
And then this one, which is an empty bin. This is going to go and vacuum on carpet that looks like it's pretty clean. It doesn't look like there's much dirt on there at all. And what we're going to do is we're going to let these go to work while we talk to you about some of the other technologies. But I want to show you a couple things first. When it comes to using this, it's so simple. When you get it at home, you can play with it right away. It takes
It has
a little bit of charge.
A partial charge to it, purely because when you open up the box, there's a cool factor, and you just want to see the thing
Yes,
go.
it's a 3-hour charge initially, and then it's just a 1-hour charge every time it finishes a mission. It goes back to its own docking station. That docking station is where it basically recharges and is ready for the next mission. Now, I'm going to start this one on its way by pushing the clean button.
Right.
You can also use the app if you wish, where you can push clean, and then in a moment I'll also show you how to use your assistant if you happen to have one of those. And then
you
this
notice,
side's going
by
to
the
go.
way, paper clips, which that's the kryptonite of a regular vacuum. They'll rattle around. What we poured into this side on that white carpet, it's a secret for a moment. We'll show you, but you'll be amazed at what it will pull up. And again, I was the doubting Thomas, doubting Dan, and I was thoroughly thrilled at how well this worked.
Yeah, especially as a pet owner, because I know
Yes.
you have a lot of dogs.
Because I thought, okay, listen, this is an expensive alternative, an expensive add-on to my regular vacuum,
Right.
and I'm still gonna have to vacuum with my regular. You don't.
And exactly.
This becomes your entire
And how many
home
days a week
vacuuming
did you say
system.
you thought you vacuumed with your
I was
typical
vacuuming
vacuum?
usually about twice a day, maybe not the whole house.
Twice a day.
But
Twice
in the
a day with a
bathroom.
big heavy vacuum?
Yeah, absolutely. With
Wow.
this just gave us back a couple hours of our
Of
week
your life.
easily.
Absolutely. And the reason why it works is because of the technology. So this has a special technology. It's called AeroForce technology. It's a patented 3-stage cleaning system.
Does anybody else have that?
And nobody has it. That's a patented system. And the reason why you can do this as your daily maintenance instead of twice a day with your big vacuum is because it has powerful suction. It has a side spinning brush that goes along the baseboards and into the corners. So you might say, how does a round vac clean in square corners? Well, it has a brush that does that. And then it has those tangle-free dual multi-surface brushes that actually break up hair instead of wrapping the hair around them, so that not only does it pick up the dirt and debris, but that powerful suction through that AeroForce. And there you see pet hair going in, breaks that all up, and then puts it into that dust cup with a high efficiency filter that's working out, you know, all kinds of small particles and so on. And this even has a bin full indicator, so you know when to empty the bin. There are no bags, there's no extra cost of maintenance, and there's that side spinning brush getting into the corner, so you can see this is why it works.
Now, eventually, and I say eventually for a reason, eventually this is going to save you a whole bunch of time. For the first 2 days that you've got it, you'll spend more time staring at a vacuum cleaner than you've ever looked at a vacuum cleaner.
It's so entertaining.
It is really almost bizarre how well it works. Our carpet over here, which had pet hair, paper clips, it picked all of them up. And by the way, when you get it at home, if it looks like it missed something, it didn't. It doesn't work like you and I do, where we always go in straight rows. It goes randomly until it's covered every square inch.
And we call it a mission.
Yes.
So, and what I always encourage you is don't micromanage your robot. After you got over the cool factor of watching it all the time,
yeah, just let it do what it does.
Let it do its thing, because you mentioned earlier as we started that it actually can see dirt and hear dirt, and that's because of the sensors. But you saw us start over here, and it looked like there was nothing on it. This was an empty bin, and this is what we got out in a few passes. We got hair, sand, dirt, dander.
That's beach sand. It got beach sand out of carpet so fine, almost powdery, where it sticks to your fingers. It gets things that sometimes a big vacuum cannot get. And it does it where you don't have to even think about it. It does it maybe while you sleep, while you rest, while you're at work. And now for having the 891 series, coolest thing about it, because it's linked to your cell phone. Let's say you're in an office environment, you're a busy lady.
Yes.
You get the phone call that somebody says, hey, I'd love to stop by, right after you get home from work, let's have dinner. And you think,
uh-oh,
I haven't vacuumed in 5 days. Well, all you do is hit the button on your cell phone, and your Roomba cleans the house for you.
And that remote feature is really important because it gives you that freedom to not be home, but to come home to a clean house.
Every day.
You can also schedule it though, and I'll show you that when we go back later to my phone that I have over here, but once a day, 7 days a week, this will automatically clean based on where you set it. So talk about convenient. And then of course you can send it on other missions. You can always just push the clean button though. So if you're not techie, if you're not high tech, if you don't have a smartphone, don't worry, because this will become your best friend when it comes to cleaning, and all you do is push clean.
The third
and
way
off
to
it
clean
goes.
is if you have Amazon's Alexa, or you have the Google Play.
Yeah, do we want to show that?
Okay. And we'll come back to this. And we've got all these demonstrations that were set up. Basically, I got 3 very good friends here: Tom, Steve, and Steve.
And the other Steve.
I always do that. Could call him last. And I had a million questions going. Can it do this? Will it do that? What about under the bed? Is it going to get under the bed? Is the furniture going to be in the way? Is this thing going to fall down the stairs? And all the answers were no. Wait till you see it.
It does it all.
It's amazing.
Yeah, and it's really neat. This is such a smart robot that it makes 60 decisions a second.
Wait, say that again.
It makes 60 decisions a second, which blows my mind. As you said, that's probably more than I make a second, right? Talk about multitasking. This is something that will transform how you clean your home. It'll make you feel better if you don't clean your home very often, because it'll do it for you. And for some people, it is their solution. For others, it's their daily maintenance to keep up with all of the debris and the hair and things together. But if you're connected, I'm going to show you a quick demonstration that's very cool. If you happen to have the Assistant, and I'll say your name because she'll start, or Google Assistant, you can do this. So if you see over here on the floor, we have one of our robots set up. Alexa, tell Roomba to start cleaning.
Okay, Roomba has started cleaning.
Look at this. It came out of its cradle. It's already charged up.
Alexa, tell Roomba to go home.
I will send your Roomba home.
And so what will happen is
it'll go right back to its own
it'll dial
docking
back
station
to its
in a
docking
minute.
station.
That's too
So think
cool.
about how easy it is to clean your house. You can push the button, you can use your cell phone and push a clean button, or if you have one of those cool assistants at home, you can tell her to do the work for you.
And again, we're going to invite you your phone calls. We've had 58,000 of you that have picked up Roombas from here at QVC. This is the upper echelon of their 8 series. And we've never had it with Wi-Fi capability before. Our price is under $300, that's impressive. We're at $399.96. Even easier, how about 6 easy pay payments of $66.66. Free shipping and handling, that saves you almost $16, and that would be a $469.99 value. We've got it, it's for one day and one day only, and we brought in thousands of them for this day. Watch this. There's purposely a lamp cord in the middle of the room.
Yeah, did you see it? Did you see it kind of tangling with this, but it didn't tangle?
Yep.
That's